Okay, now let me show you how I knit the pattern that I use for the top. It's very simple. It only has 4 stitches and 4 rows in it. And when you count your stitches to begin the pattern, you need to ensure that you have the number of stitches that's divisible by 4 and plus 1 stitch for symmetry, to keep the symmetry of the pattern, plus 2 edge stitches, as they do not they're not included in the pattern. So to begin, we start with the first row. You put the edge stitch onto your right needle and then you start like that and knit stitch. You can see that I already knit a little bit, so there are 2 full reports here, and we start again. So let's do it again. Edge stitch, knit stitch, yarn over, 3 together. To be able to do that, you need to put the first stitch onto your right needle, knit 2 together, and put the first stitch, pass the first stitch over the 2 knit together, and the yarn over. That's our report for the pattern. And after that, we simply repeat: knit stitch, yarn over, 3 together, knit stitch, yarn over, 3 together, and the yarn over. And we do it again: knit stitch, yarn over, 3 together, and the yarn over, knit stitch, yarn over, 3 together, and the yarn over. Okay, so now as I'm about to finish my first row, pay attention how you are going to your very last report, as you're going to have 1 stitch left and you would use the stitch for the symmetry of the pattern. So knit stitch, yarn over, 3 together, and the yarn over. So see, you have the stitch left, you simply knit it as a knit stitch and your edge stitch. That's all for the first row. Then you turn your work. Your second row will be simply purl stitches. So you purl all the yarn overs and other stitches, and you do not make any decreases or increases for this second row. Okay, I'm about to finish my second row and start the third row. And the third row starts like that. So first you need to knit 2 stitches, 3 stitches basically, before the pattern, before the report of the pattern starts, which is first 2 stitches you need to knit as 2 together as a right leaning decrease. So for that you need to turn your stitches just like that. See, you turn them like that, so the second stitch goes on top of the first one. Put it back onto your left needle and knit it as 1, and now you make a yarn over. Okay, this is needed to keep the symmetry of the pattern, because the report of the pattern, the first report, starts here. See, where we knit 3 together, we now need to start with a knit stitch. Okay, and we repeat same as we did for the first row. Knit stitch, yarn over, 3 together, knit stitch, yarn over, 3 together, see there were right underneath there were 3 stitches that were knit together. Now we have to have a knit stitch on top of it, just like that. Knit stitch, yarn over, 3 together, and the yarn over. And see here where we just knit 3 together, there was a knit stitch. So as you can see that this stitch is in front at the beginning, these 3 stitches, 2 as knit as 1 and the yarn over, needed to create the pattern. So the pattern shifts like that, okay, because of our manipulations. So we continue like that until we have 3 stitches left at the end of this row. Okay, knit stitch, yarn over, 3 together, yarn over, and we're done with the pattern. With all the reports, we have 3 stitches left that are not, they won't be included in the reports into the pattern because they're used for the symmetry as well, to be able to shift this pattern like that. Okay, so now we do this. We knit a knit stitch, make a yarn over, and knit 2 as a left leaning decrease. We don't switch them, we don't move the stitches, don't turn them, simply grab them and knit it as 1, and your edge stitch. Okay, your 4th row will be same as the 2nd, and that is simply purl stitches. And then you simply repeat from the 1st row. You make a knit stitch, a yarn over, 3 together, a yarn over, and so on. So knit stitch, yarn over, 3 together, yarn over. And then when you have 1 stitch left at the end of the 1st row, you knit it as a knit stitch. 2nd row, you purl the stitches. On your 3rd row, you knit 3 stitches before the pattern, well, 2 together and the yarn over, so you can count it as 3 or as 1, as 2. So the 3rd row, you knit 2 together at the beginning of the row, make a yarn over, and start with your pattern, which is a knit stitch, yarn over, 3 together, and the yarn over. And then when you get to the end row of the 3rd row, you will have 3 stitches left. You knit 1 as a knit stitch, knit 2 together as a left leaning decrease, and the edge stitch. And then the 4th row, it's all the purl stitches, and you repeat again. Okay, thank you for watching.